What's good, guys? We're going to be ranking the top 10 fantasy defenses, and we're going to start off with our honorable mention.
Yeah, I got the Lions here. The Lions are really good at two things: sacks and takeaways.
That's true.
And that's what really matters for fantasy football.
Mhm.
So I got them there.
I think I'm going to make some people mad with this. It might be my bias, but I'm putting the Falcons as my honorable mention.
For fantasy, I don't really see them
That's
being
fair.
great, but generally, like as a unit, I do think they are just outside the top 10 for me.
That's fair.
At the 10, I put Chargers. I think people are really underrating them. They're one of the best defenses in the league this
For
past
sure.
year,
Mhm.
and I don't think there's any reason to see why that would change.
At my 10, I put the Lions for the exact same reasons you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 9, I put the Seahawks.
But the Chargers, once again, they are really underrated.
Yeah.
Like
At 8, I put the Chiefs.
Chiefs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've always been solid. And so as my number 7, the Bills.
I put the Seahawks at 7.
Okay. A little
think-
high on them, I think.
Their secondary is like great. They're going to get turnovers.
Yeah. I just don't trust their run defense for me.
Mhm.
At 6, I have the Steelers. They put so much money into their defense and so much talent in there every single year. Their first round pick, I think, was another guy.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the Vikings at 6. I mean, their defense is just, I think, it's great everywhere.
Yeah,
really.
and with Brian Flores leading that unit, that's why I have them at 5.
5. I'll put the Steelers at 5. You
We
can't
just
bet
flip
against the Steelers for having they're gonna have a good defense every single year.
Yeah, my only concern is they have to face the Ravens and the Bengals every single year.
Yeah, they might get
twice. So that concerns me. So 4 of those weeks is like, ooh, that
Yeah.
might be. 4, Eagles.
Eagles here as well.
Yeah, 3, I got the Ravens.
Ravens,
2, Texans,
Texans.
and then 1, Broncos.
But I really think I agree with the Broncos being 1, but I feel like there's such a good debate between Texans Broncos. Even though
I do agree. I do agree. I do think the Texans D line is better than the Broncos, but the Broncos secondary, those corners are so unbelievable.
Okay,
good.
that's true, but the Texans secondary is unbelievable too.
They are. They are.
But yeah, I
But also the additions. I think the additions that in free agency, you are adding the Dre Greenlaw to.
Really?
Yeah, the Broncos are Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, okay.
So that is really
That's
nice.
a scary defense.
I do like that.
Yeah.